Hi, this is Ofori, the digital reader, and today what I'm going to be talking about is two superhero prose book series that I would highly recommend to somebody who wants to get into reading superhero prose. A lot of superhero prose books I read, I wouldn't necessarily recommend to somebody looking to get into it because they kind of are a little bit more, you kind of have to be into superheroes and kind of know the genre to kind of get into the books, or they're books where you kind of have to forgive a lot of the foibles of the superhero genre to really get into the book. But these two series I definitely recommend to people. I've talked briefly about the books before, maybe not the whole series, but I talked about some of my favorite superhero prose in this video up on the right. And in one of my book life segments, I also talked about one of the books because I just finished it. So the first book series is Superpowers by Drew Hayes. It's a 5-book series that follows 5 college students, Vince, Nick, Mary, Alice, and Herschel. And they were born as Powards. In this world, they're regular people. There are people with superpowers, and there are people who are called Powards. Powards are people with superpowers, but they cannot control them. So what these 5 college students do, what these 5 kids do is they go through an experimental procedure that grants them the ability to control their powers. And then they enroll in Lander University. And Lander University is a university in this world where they have a hero certification program. And it's a rigorous test that people go to be certified as superheroes. Now, when they go through this training, they have to do it kind of undercover. They can't let anybody know that they were ever Powards because they are the first 5 people that this procedure has ever been done to, and they don't know whether it's going to be successful or not. They don't want to get other Powards' hopes up, so they have to go from being Powards who couldn't control their powers to superpowered people who can control their powers, but they're almost brand new to them because of the control that they have of them now. It's a really good series. It goes through 5 books. The first 4 books correlate to their years in college. So they have a freshman called Year 1. They have the sophomore book called Superpowered Year 2. They have Superpowered Year 3 and 4. And then there's a spinoff. And the spinoff is called Corpies. And one of the mentors from the 4-book series called Titan, who is like a legendary strongman, Corpies is a spinoff in which he wants to re-enter the superhero world as an official hero, but some things happen where he doesn't quite make the grade initially to get back into being a superhero. So he joins a group of corporate heroes and he leads a team of corporate superheroes. I would strongly recommend Superpowers if you're interested in superhero prose in general, or if you'd like to try superhero prose. The next book series is superheroes kind of with a little bit of horror in it. It's called X-Heroes. For the X-Heroes series, they have 5 books. X-Heroes is book 1 and the name of the series. They have X-Patriots. Then they have X-Communication, X-Purgatory, and then X-Isle. The premise of this book is that a zombie apocalypse has hit. But before the world fell apart, superheroes actually existed in this world. After the outbreak, a group of superheroes formed a community inside a former Hollywood movie studio in Los Angeles to protect a few thousand survivors. So there's like this Hollywood studio has become like this enclave that is protected by these superheroes and, of course, the people in the enclave. And it isn't just about the zombies or X's, and they call them X's because it's short for ex-humans, but there's people who want to get into this enclave because it has resources, and then there is the zombies who are starting to evolve in some ways. The book jumps between before and after the fall of civilization, and it shows how the heroes came to be and how the world collapsed. And in the other books, there's competing heroes, there's military bases, there's a whole bunch of things that occur in books 1 through 5 that kind of ramp up the stakes every book. This is definitely a good book to read if you like things like World War Z or zombie books. And it's also another great book if you are somebody who's new to superhero prose and you don't mind a little bit of zombie in your mix. These are 2 superhero prose series that I hope you'll enjoy. I've also put links as to where you can get them if you're somebody who doesn't buy your books from Amazon. If you do, of course, you can get them on Amazon. This is Ofori, the digital reader, and keep reading.